Wanted to show a quick way to have people be able to identify or debug a problem in the script or in any WordPress plugin. So several people over the last couple of weeks have been saying they've had this problem or this problem, and it's very difficult to identify what the issue is unless you turn on debug in WordPress. And the assumption here is you're working within a local environment, you're not working on a live site, because you certainly wouldn't want to do what I'm going to show you on a live site. But if we go here on this development site and we start playing around with it, we can see we don't see any errors. In fact, debug right here is on and we don't see any errors. So you might think everything is happy and there aren't any issues. However, we can come over into what is the file called wp-config.php, and we can insert in this information here, which is where we can enable debug. Now, if we just turn on debug and we save, we go to the site and we refresh, we still don't see an issue. In fact, debug still says everything is fine. So you might think, oh, everything is fine. We can then, though, come over here and where it says wp-debug display, let's turn that to true. Let's turn this 0 to 1. Okay? And now, hold your breath because here it comes. We're going to refresh and bam! We see all kinds of errors plopping up right away. And you might think, oh, it's your plugin. But if we read very carefully, we'll see here declaration, and it says IPT, the FSQM form elements. Okay, and you're like, oh, that's not ZenWord at all, is it? Come over here, go into the back end, and bam, you get even more. And if you look at all of them, they're all talking about FSQM form. So let's turn off our reporting. And go back in and let's do this. Yikes. Let's go in and we're going to turn off this plugin right here. This is the one that's active that's causing the issue. We're going to deactivate it. As soon as we deactivate, we can go look around. Now, let's turn on debug again. Let's turn on the display and turn that on. And try again. Load. Oh, look, we don't have any issues. Isn't that something? So, error reporting can be done by turning on wp-debug within the wp-config file. So the wp-debug set to true, but also don't forget to set the wp-debug display to true. And this might help you find out what is going on. So if you're running into an issue and you think, oh, there's a bug somewhere, turn that on and see if in fact there's an issue, and then report that back to the developer. I hope that helps.